The Chicago Bulls find themselves down at halftime against the Los Angeles Clippers. Yeah, we've been here before, but the Bulls are showing much more fight in this game than they have the last couple of games. Can the Bulls do enough to end up pulling this game out? That's the job that we're going to talk about here and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, hosted by Haize, your number one spot for all things Chicago Bulls.
What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host there, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into this content for today. The Bulls find themselves down 48-50 to the Los Angeles Clippers in the first half of this game, but the Bulls had a 10-point lead in this game with. You may look at that and say, well, this is bad then that we're down by 2 points, but the Bulls are competing today. Not necessarily shooting the ball the best. The Bulls are 34% from the field, 34% from three, 83% from free throw line so far. And for a little bit of time, Patrick Williams was the leading scorer there with 6, but the Bulls are doing it balance-wise right now. 10 points by Josh Giddey, who's looking much more active and engaged than what he's been the last couple of games. He has 10 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds in this game, 9 points from Zach LaVine, 8 points from Patrick Williams, 5 from Nikola Vucevic, only 3 from Lonzo Ball, him being inserted into that starting lineup with Ayo and Kobe being out. We also got 5 points from Manas Busilis. He's already at 13 minutes today. By the way, Manas Busilis announced to be in the dunk contest this year. I didn't think that was going to happen until next year. I'm going to be honest. I did not expect Manas Busilis to be entering the dunk contest. But we'll talk about that a little bit more on tomorrow's daily episode. He got 5 points, 5 from Taylor Horton-Tucker, 2 from Jalen Smith. The Bulls, again, find themselves down by 2 points to this Clippers team. And the Bulls really could be even more in this game. They're just not shooting the ball really well at all. They're winning the second chance points. They have allowed 15 points off fast breaks by the Los Angeles Clippers and 16 points off the bench so far. We got to tighten those things up. Only 26 points in the paint allowed as well. 98 points scored in the first half of this game. Pretty low scoring game by modern NBA standards, but it's still a game that's right there for the taking. Whoever is going to step up, whether it's the Bulls offensively or the Clippers defensively in this game in the second half, is probably going to pull this one out. Norman Powell with 10 points. James Harden with 13 points in this game as well. And overall, the Clippers are playing tough with the Bulls. And that's one thing that we do know that works against this Bulls team. If you're a team that's able to play tough enough, if you don't give up and you keep attacking, the Bulls can eventually fall apart. And maybe that's what the Clippers are hoping for in this game. And we'll see what happens when it comes down to that. But overall, I got to give the Bulls some credit in this first half. Solid first half played so far. They got things that they need to work on, things that they need to tighten up. But overall, the turnovers, only 6 turnovers so far for the Bulls. Now, the downside of that is the Clippers only have 4 themselves. But, the Bulls the Clippers are one of the best teams as far as getting steals per game. I believe they're first in the NBA, first or second in the NBA in steals per game. The Chicago Bulls, who've been averaging almost 20 turnovers per game the last couple of games. So I'm glad that the Bulls aren't turning the ball over. But that's something to watch in the second half of this game as well for this battle. We're also out-rebounding them by 6 rebounds in the first half of the game. And we need that to continue as well if we're going to be in this game. So let's hope that that's continue, and we'll see what happens. Dare I say this is a good first half performance, solid first half performance. I'll say that. I think this is a very solid first half performance by the Bulls. And, yeah, they just got to keep it up. Got to keep it up. At least it's not depressing as the inauguration. That is hilarious. Harden is old and it shows that. Harden is he's still productive though, right? Like they've gone and they found a way to use the high volume, low efficiency James Harden, right? And that is it's weird it's weird to say that because usually if you're doing high volume, you want players that are going to be efficient. James Harden is high volume, but he's not very efficient. He just hasn't been very efficient this season as far as field goal shooting percentage, those type of things. But they find a way to make it work. Having somebody like Norman Powell, who is a really efficient player, It definitely helps with that one, right? You can see Modest wants it. I mean, yeah, listen, Modest is one of those players that I've talked about all season long. When he's in a game, he's giving it all. That activity, it really matters for this team. Let's see how that's going to go. Giddy for 30. Listen, if the Bulls get a dub, I don't give a damn if it's goddamn Chris spicy Denzel Valentine for 30, even though he's not playing today. Like, just get the dub. Get the dub at this point. Haize, in a few years, we're going to see the Blackhawks, Bears, and Cubs possibly winning chips, while Reinsdorf owned teams are trying to build continuity. Listen, you're way more optimistic as a Chicago sports fan if you think that in a few years we can say that anything's going to happen. These motherfuckers got 6'5" guards defending our center. Get the ball to Vooch. Damn it, Billy. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh shoot, where was that announced? They announced it right before the game started. Right before the game started. Shams tweeted it. A lot of people posted it there, so it's official. He's him and I can't remember. Is it Dillingham? Are also in the dunk contest. I kind of want to see more P. Will and Modest out there. I really hope that we get these vets off the team so we can enjoy the little things like that more. I told y'all before, right? I said it, that the Bulls weren't going to play, that Billy Donovan wasn't going to go a lot to Modest and P. Will after the one game that he played in, which was only like 3 minutes. They were like negative 20 because of a run the team went on. Now, injuries have changed that, right? It's forced that. And the Bulls today, it's not really much better results. 3 minutes and 57 seconds, Modest and P. Will have played together. We're negative 10 in the plus minus. We have a negative net rating of 125, an offensive rating of 50, and a defensive rating of 175. Keep in mind, defensive rating, the higher number's worse. So listen, and I'm not saying that that's like to say that let's not play them, but I know Billy Donovan. I know Billy Donovan. Man, that hat looks good with the hoodie. The Bulls started off playing good on both ends of the floor, but that didn't last. Well, listen, we know that this is an ebb and flow team, right? Let's see how they're going to come out in the second half. Let's see how they're going to come out in the second. TC is trash, man. Hopefully, we don't see him in the second half. You will, mainly because of injuries. You're going to see him in the second half. So, let's just hope that he's going to play better, right? Let's hope that he plays better in that second half. C-Dub and them not doing their podcast. What's up with them? They're not. Bro, it's late. You got to keep in mind, C-Dub's old. Like, no offense to Dub. Y'all know that's my brother. But y'all gotta remember, C-Dub's old. Like, old. Like, I'm old. I'm 38 and I'm old. C-Dub's like 10 years older than me. So I'm sure he had to get his sleep. But I am surprised he's not doing it. But hey, it is what it is. Hi, Haize. How are you doing? The Bulls need to have a better second half. Yeah, facts. Need to avoid the second half scoring droughts we're known to avoid stupid turnovers. Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to come out and execute in the second half, no doubt about that. If the Bulls come out lackadaisical in the second half of this game, they're going to get cooked. They will get cooked. No doubt about it. When is Freeman Liberty going to ever play for us? I don't know, fam. I don't know. That's how I know I see Haize too much. You got a head comb up. Yes. Yeah, it's something going on. I don't know what it is. Me and my son both have it. I think that's why I felt so off earlier. Like, I don't know what's going on. I can't shake the motherfucker either. Like, usually if I drink a hot toddy, I'm in that bitch. Like, I mean, I'm it's done. But I can't shake it. I can't shake this head cold, man. Need to see Vooch and Zach with P. Will Modest to help the plus minus. Dalen and Smith don't help a lot scoring wise. Well, I mean, so their lineups that they've played in so far have been Josh Giddey, P. Will, Modest Bucilis, Jalen Smith, THT. And then P. Will, Bucilis, Jalen Smith, Lonzo Ball, THT. So it hasn't even been that lineup that you mentioned. C-Dub ate his pudding cup and went to sleep. That sounds, wow. I didn't mean that the way that it sounded. Just leave the 3-point shooting alone and attack in the second half. And you know what? And I get it. I know that that's part of what the Bulls want to do offensively is run and get the 3-point shot, get it early, get it up. But you gotta have like one of the things I really killed this team about is the bad second half, is the bad half court offense. We gotta have a better half court offense. Do you think the Bulls will fire Donovan once they get swept on this road trip? No. I told y'all before. Billy Donovan is locked in, man. It's unfortunate, but he is. He's locked in. Oh, my bad. THC was out there. Yeah, I mean, listen, THC's ass cheeks. I've gotten in conversation with people before about THC, and I get it. He's from Chicago. That's all cool. That's fine and dandy. But he sucks ass. Like, let's just be clear here. THC sucks ass. He's a 12-pack ass. 12-pack ass. So, it sucks. It's unfortunate. Jello Cup is wild. That's hilarious. That's hilarious, actually. IO, Zach, P. Will, Modest, Vooch lineup. I want to see some minutes. Can you look up if they've played any minutes together? IO, Zach, P. Will, Modest. No, I can tell you that lineup hasn't played any minutes together. Because the last time that we saw those two guys, IO was out. So, no. I understand getting these 3-point shot early, but Jesus, when you force it still, get to the damn basket. That is the most easiest point you can get. Yeah, because usually you're going to either get fouled at the rim, even if you don't get the open shot and hit the shot at the rim. So you get to the free throw line. But hey, who am I? I'm just a guy talking Bulls in his basement. That's it. Yo, Haize, get you some Dayquil from. I can't. So you know what? Whatever the active ingredient is in Dayquil and NyQuil, it takes me out. Like I took Dayquil once, thinking it won't make me pass out because it's Dayquil, and I literally was asleep for like 9 hours. I don't sleep much, right? NyQuil puts me on my ass, and Dayquil isn't that much better for me. Whatever the active ingredient in that, the way my body reacts to that is to say, motherfucker, you going to sleep. So I can't take that. I can't take that on the day where I'm trying to do these streams. Now, looking at the clips, they're nothing special, but all players defend like dogs out there, and that helps a lot to get done. Facts. Like I said, the Clippers haven't been a great offense all this season, but their defense has been elite, and it's put them in a situation where they've been able to win a lot of these games. A 12-pack ass is great. I mean, listen, I'm sorry. I get it. Like I said, he's from the city, which I think a lot of people give him some credit for, but he's playing like shit. He's playing like absolute shit. THC is a 12-pack ass. A 12-pack ass. THC also he's shaped like a 12-pack ass. Like, it just is what it is, man. But hey, here we are. It is what it is. Dextrofetamine. First of all, the fact they got fetamine at the end of it, now I'm a little scared that I didn't need to be taking it anyway. But yeah, if that's the active ingredient, that shit does not. I mean, you know what? Maybe I'm allergic to it. You know, like not all allergic reactions affect your body negatively, but the way that it puts me into like a coma, that gotta be what it is. I must have a aversion to the active ingredient. I got to, because literally, like I said, Dayquil knocks me out just as bad as NyQuil, and that's not supposed to happen. I'm 38. I'm old. I don't think I'm gonna make it to this second half. It's almost 11 where I'm at. Hey, listen, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. The first year I was doing this show, and we had a long West Coast road trip. It was like like today, like 3 straight games, and every game started at like 10 or later. And I'm not gonna lie, by the third game, I was in that motherfucker at halftime. Like, but all right, y'all, game's over with. Love you guys. Go Bulls.